Welcome, Unify audience. Honored to be with all of you. Oh, God bless. We are living in historic times. I want to thank James Twyman, who's dedicated his life to praying and meditating and showing the power of peace and the power of devotion to end conflicts on the planet. It's been more than once, hey James, that you've seen miracles happen in your life, and it is such an honor to be here in this room with you and with Fumi John Stewart from May Peace Prevail on Earth, and Dot Maver and the entire family that's here. I don't have words. James, forgive me. Maybe I'll hand it over to you, Fumi. You can do the honors. I've been kind of in tears this morning a little bit with what's happening.
Well, my heart is as full of yours, Adele, and a lot of emotions. So I'm taking a deep breath with you to start this program. And thanks to all of you who have gathered today, that have heard this call, this important call to be here today, especially on this auspicious day, February 2nd, 2022. And I feel our thoughts, words, and actions are so much more amplified today because of this cosmic alignment. And we focus today our intention and attention for peace to prevail on earth. And many of you know Martin Luther King Jr., it was the whole month of February that here we are celebrating his legacy. And I'd like to quote from him because I just felt the calling of this quote that was so very much in alignment of what we're doing. And the quote goes, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." So that just sank very deeply into my soul. And I know all of us here are peacekeepers, peacemakers, and light workers. So many of you, so powerful. So let's keep shining the light. Keep igniting that divine spark in the hearts of humanity. And keep uplifting the frequency of love and unity consciousness around the world, especially today as unity gathers a call for 2222. Moment of synchronized meditation. And here today with us, Brother James Francis Twyman, who has invited us to gather one heart, one mind in a World Synchronized Meditation for peace in Ukraine and for peace to prevail on earth. I'm so happy you answered this call, and you are all here to bathe in this cosmic moment, in this light of love that we will be creating throughout the program. So before we begin, I'd like to call on the presenters. You have here with you Brother James Francis here, and I'd like to ask Becky to pin Dot Maver, Global Silent Minute, and our friends from Ukraine, Svetlana, who is with Eva. Welcome, and Marina. Svetlana, Eva, and Marina are holding the light and the beacon of light and creating a bridge for us to touch the hearts of Ukraine and touch the hearts of the global community. So all of us, all of these beautiful people, and Becky. Becky, oh, maybe she doesn't want to come on the on video, but she is our tech angel. And of course, Adil, thank you for hosting us here on unify.org. We love you so much. And this is our team here for the day, and you will be hearing from all of us soon during this program. So thank you so much. And I want Brother Francis, James Francis, to stay with me because I'd like to introduce Brother James. We've been longtime friends. May peace prevail on earth. And Brother James, we go back decades, and he is well known as the Peace Troubadour and has traveled the world over, especially in war-torn areas and countries. He's been offering his message in prayer. He went to Croatia and Bosnia during the tension. He has been to the border of Syria during the tension and offered prayers and songs for peace. And also at the border of North and South Korea, had a peace event with us, actually. We went together with James. Thank you so much for that beautiful memory, from Brother James. And in 1998, he was invited to have a peace gathering and concert in Baghdad, Iraq by Saddam Hussein. So he comes with so much love, so much experience in bringing and carrying the love, expanding and igniting the love in the hearts of humanity, especially in these very tender areas of our planet that is needing love. And today, he is hosting and has invited us to join in the World Synchronized Meditation for peace in Ukraine, and of course, for peace to prevail on earth. So, Brother James Francis Twyman, so touched to be here with you. And please, I pass the stage on to you, the lights on to you, and please talk about the magic and the power of prayer.
Oh, thank you, Fumi. Thank you, Adil. Thanks to all of you at unify.org, our partners in this amazing endeavor, the endeavor of manifesting our deepest and highest desire for peace and harmony among all beings. And today we are focusing on the situation in the Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, but it's also at the same time much bigger than that. It gives us a laser beam. We also recognize that this is for all beings everywhere. And so that's why it's beautiful that unify.org is doing this wave of peace today in every time zone at 2:22 p.m. every time zone. There are people who are holding this vibration, and it's an honor to begin that here now with this focus on the situation in Ukraine. And in a few moments, I'm going to be turning things over to Dot, who is going to talk about an amazing focus, an amazing way of seeing this, and then she's going to lead us into the meditation. But I just want to say this is literally the most powerful force in the universe. I just want you to feel that and to really understand that when thousands or even millions of people are joined together in a synchronized meditation as we are now, there is no army, there is no weapon that can withstand the power of our unified focus on peace and prayer and meditation. And we enter this space knowing that's one of the keys, is to know that this is the reality. And when we hold this together, there is no force on earth that can withstand the peace of our hearts, of our intention, of our prayers. And I can give you situation and story and miracle after miracle, but I'll maybe save them for a bit later. But I do want to, before we welcome Dot on, I just want to open with a prayer that we're going to do also toward the very end. And this is, may peace prevail on earth in Ukrainian. I'm going to sing it, and you feel free to join me if you want, with your microphones muted, of course. Here we go. Hi Buddha Mir, Hi Buddha Lutz, Du Mir, Amir, Hi Buddha Mir, Hi Buddha Lutz, Du Mir, Amir, Us Momos Viti, Us Momos Viti. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail on earth. On earth. Let's do that one more time. Hi Buddha Mir, Hi Buddha Mir, Lutz to Mir, Amir. Hi Buddha Mir, Hi Buddha Lutz to Mir, Amir. Somos Viti, Momos Viti. May peace prevail on earth. 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 On earth. May peace prevail on earth. Just breathe that in for a moment. Something magical happens when we sing and pray together. Just song. There's nothing more powerful than this universe than what we're doing right now. And so we claim that energy. We claim that opportunity. We know that we're focusing in this moment on a particular situation. What is happening in Ukraine? And we send our energy to that situation, to the border, so that this conflict may cease, that peace may prevail. But then we allow that peace, like the ripples on a pond, to expand out, to heal, to bless each one of us, wherever we may be, all beings everywhere. In fact, a situation like we have in Ukraine right now shows us the opportunity to practice and to amplify this powerful force. And there's so many people, organizations like May Peace Prevail on Earth Foundation, Unify.org, and so many more that are playing unique roles in this amplification. So I'm so blessed to be able to join you. In a few moments, we're going to be entering into the moment, into that opportunity to hold this vibration. But I want to first turn it over to our dear sister Dot, who is going to explain how this silent minute works, the history of it, how this became a powerful force on this planet at a time when it was needed most. So welcome, dear one. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, Brother James. Thank you so much for calling us together today. And my dear brother Adil as well, and Fumi, thank you. As we prepare to enter our global silent minute, let us be mindful of the potential for healing, transformation, and regeneration at this moment on this beautiful planet that we all call home, as we stand with our brothers and sisters in Ukraine and around the world. The Global Silent Minute was inspired by the original Big Ben Silent Minute. In 1917, Wellesley Tudor Pole was with a fellow British officer on a battlefield just outside Jerusalem. The officer shared a vision. He said, "I will not live through the war, but you will. And I can see a greater war coming that will be fought on land, air, and sea." He urged Tudor Pole to provide an opportunity for him and millions like him to assist from the other side. He said, "Lend us a moment, and through your silence, give us an opportunity. The power of silence is greater than you know." He died on the battlefield the next day. 23 years later, in 1940, Wellesley Tudor Pole met his comrade's request. London was being bombed, and he initiated the Big Ben Silent Minute. Each night at 9 p.m., Big Ben would sound its bells, and the BBC radio would go silent for 1 minute. After the war ended, a high-ranking German officer said, one of the reasons they lost the war was that they could not find a counter for the Allies' secret weapon, which was preceded by ringing of bells and called the Silent Minute. Tudor Pole urged leaders to harness the power of silence as a spiritual weapon in selfless service to be used for the benefit of all, to bring an end to all war, to bring peace to humankind and all life. Today, we take the opportunity to fully utilize silence as action in sacred unity, as a spiritual weapon, as we come together, hearts across distance, in the fire of love, both sides of the veil, as we hold the shared intention of the healing of nations, both within and between, for global cooperation, peace, and freedom, as we call for a world free of war, a world free of nuclear weapons, a world living together in peace. We recognize our planetary oneness and our real capacity and destiny to create the culture of peace on Earth. So let us prepare to enter the silence together. We take a deep breath and activate the spirit of peace within our own hearts. And we link our fiery hearts across distance around the globe. Now we take another moment, and we invite all those on the other side of the veil to cooperate with our intention for peace and healing in the world. When you hear the Tibetan singing bowl, we have entered the minute of sacred silence together. At the close of the minute, you will hear the Tibetan singing bowl sound 12 times as we call on the healing balm of the Mother of the world, for peace to prevail in our hearts, in Ukraine, and in our world.
So as we breathe in the sound of this sacred moment, and feel the reality of peace for Ukraine, for all beings everywhere. Just feel that for a moment, that this is true right now. We're not asking for peace to prevail in Ukraine. We're claiming it. And when you claim something in this way, we feel an ocean of grace and joy fill our hearts. So feel that joy now, that this is true, that peace is prevailing in Ukraine this moment. Let that joy fill your heart, your whole being. That as thousands of people around the world join together in this moment, we realize the success, and we are joyful and grateful for that success. For in this moment, peace does prevail in Ukraine. Peace prevails on earth. So take another deep breath. And so it is. So it is. That's the secret weapon that Dot mentioned that had such a powerful impact during World War II and has the same impact now. The most powerful force in the universe. I've seen it over and over. From that first time being invited to Iraq, I can remember feeling something that I just felt now, as if it was raining peace. In that case, there were millions of people. I'll never forget that at that time, not everyone had email. Certainly there weren't big email lists, but this email that we sent out asking people just to hold this vibration while I would be doing the peace concert in Baghdad. It was one of the first examples of a viral email going to millions of people, stopping in that moment to feel the reality of peace. And this is what we are doing now. We're sharing that, we're amplifying that, we're acknowledging the success of that. And as you know, I was meant to be in Ukraine right now with Svetlana and her entire community. I was looking so forward to that, but as we know, the flights were canceled and I was not able to be present physically, but we are present together in a much more essential way. But to have this amazing community there in Kyiv to anchor these prayers is such a gift. So I want to turn it over to Svetlana and to her friends there who will share with us what they're feeling and the activation that they are acknowledging in this moment for the people of Ukraine and Russia as well. This is not on earth. So I would love to hear from you, from your district.
Okay, have you finished, my dear?
Yes.
I invite Marina. She will be the first because she is really a great fighter for peace in our country. Marina, you're welcome. Where are you, my dear? Marina?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes.
Actually, the moment is so inspiring. And, you know, that's my first experience. And I feel really very thrilled. And I just would like to say a few words. I would like to start that we are people. And we are citizens of the world. And we all deserve to be heard. I am Marina, and I am Ukrainian. You know, yesterday, peoples of the world celebrated International Mother Language Day. So did we, Ukrainians, and Crimean Tatars, the indigenous people of Ukraine. And you know, I love my mother language very much. I adore speaking it. And also, I support Crimean Tatars and to express solidarity with our indigenous people of Ukraine, Crimean Tatars. I would like to say two proverbs. The first variant will be in Crimean Tatar language. Then I will give you the Ukrainian equivalent and, of course, English. So the first one. Сорай, сорай, Істанбул та Пилгян. Язик до Києва доведе. You can get anywhere if you know how to use your tongue. That was the first. And the second one, please. Добру söz olmaz. Правда не вмирає. And in English it sounds, the truth lives forever. You know, that was my choice, and I think that it's like a sign. Please, people of the world, stay with Ukraine. We will resist, and we all deserve peace. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much,
Mariana.
Mariana.
We understand, I hope, and everybody in your country understand our feelings. Certainly, day by day, we wish ourselves, we pray for peace, and with the greatest hope to live in peace. I have the girl, her name is Eva, and she will recite a very small piece of poetry, but this piece of poetry is named The Prayer of Peace. Begin, Eva.
My native land, my loving mother, keep our souls clean and calm. Give our hearts a lot of fun. Make our dwellings full of sun. With bread and butter on the table and faithful friends around the table. Let love and care come to us. Let's live in peace and peace with us. Amen.
You see our feelings, you understand our emotions. What can we say? Certainly we resist, we fight, but we fight with the help of our words, with the help of our emotions, our feelings. Certainly we listen to the clever proverbs, to the clever sentences, to the clever speeches. The first task is not to be panic. The second is not to be nervous. But when the bad news reach our families, reach our country, certainly we can't live. We cry, we shout from the misfortune. And let's hope Let's fight. Let's do our best to stop these horrifying events. Now, I don't know how much I'm obliged to all our American friends for your support for our life. I don't speak about our actions, life, the usual life, because we have the same values of life. We love. Thanks, James. We do the same. We love. We pronounce, we utter the sacred words. May peace prevail on earth. And we utter them every day. What can be better? Nothing. So I am very grateful to everybody for this wonderful meeting. Thanks a lot, my dear friends.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear sisters who are holding this light so bright in this very difficult situation. We are with you. We are holding your hand. We have our arms wrapped around you. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, my dears. Thanks a lot.
We will continue to radiate this energy to the people of Ukraine and for all of those in Russia who are also holding this vibration of peace and harmony.
Yes.
And I would like to share another prayer that means a lot to me. And I'm going to invite Fumi to also talk a little bit about this, because this comes from her organization and the director of World
Hello?
Sayunji, right? And the prayer in hi, there you are. Okay.
There I am.
So the words are Ware Soku Kamidani, which means I am a divine being. I think this prayer is so important right now, because for the impact of this to be fully activated, we need to receive and to accept the experience of our oneness with what we might call God, the creator, or love itself. Whatever words you use, we are one with that. The words of this prayer begin by saying, the words I speak are the words of God. The thoughts I emit are God's thoughts. The actions I take, God's actions. I am a divine being, Ware Soku Kaminari. So because this is from your tradition, Fumi, I would love for you to share any thoughts that you'd like before we sing the song.
Oh, Brother James, thank you for bringing attention to Wareso Kaminari, sharing that mantra, that beautiful, powerful, those beautiful, powerful words which come from a practice at Mount Fuji Sanctuary, which is the home of all of the May Peace Prevail on Earth movement around the world. And Mrs. Sayonji has taught us these words, and it has a mudra to go along with it. Maybe after you sing the song, I can ask the people who know this mudra to present it, because it's a very powerful prayer in motion, prayer in action. And Wareso Kaminari really calls on us to remember who we are. Remember your divine spark. Remember your divine source. And it's such a beautiful way for us to remember our true mission here on earth, which is to recognize our divine self and to recognize the divinity in others. So thank you so much for allowing me to share a little bit of that, Wareso Kaminari, and call on us to do the mudra. We would love to do it.
Oh yes, let's do that at the very end. I think that would be beautiful. The more we can celebrate through mudras and chants and songs, the better. And I just want to say one more thing, because some people may have difficulties with words. For example, in the third verse where it says, I will brighten and elevate myself to become none other than God, so that when others see me, they may know that they have seen the divine. For some, that may be a bit of a jump, but we could always understand this as realizing that we are one with God, that what comes, what moves from love is always one with love. So I'm just going to invite you, as I said before, to feel the impact of that oneness, because the power and the success of a prayer like we're doing here for Ukraine, it comes about by accepting that we are one together. So this is Ware Soku Kaminari. The words I speak are the words of God. The thoughts I emit are God's thoughts. The actions I take, God's actions. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. The words I speak are the words of God. The thoughts I emit are God's thoughts. The actions I take, God's actions. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. I am a divine being. Sing that with me. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. The words, thoughts, and actions of God are abundantly overflowing with infinite love and wisdom, infinite health and supply, with infinite joy and infinite light, infinite power and success. They are nothing more and they are nothing less. Nothing less. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. I am a divine being. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. Ware Soku Kaminari. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Here comes the most important part. I will brighten and elevate myself to become none other than God. So when others see me, they will know they have seen the divine. I emanate love and continue to radiate the most supreme. infinite love of God to all mankind, to humankind. Ware soku kaminari. Ware soku kaminari. Ware soku kaminari. Ware soku kaminari. I am a divine being. Ware soku kaminari. Ware soku kaminari. Ware soku kaminari. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Yes, I am a divine being. I am a divine being. So Fumi, now I'm going to invite you and anyone else who's in the room here who knows this beautiful mudra or in to share that with us so we can feel this prayer energetically.
Thank you, Brother James.
Thank
And
you.
I'd
Thank
like
you
to
so much.
I'd like to add that the mudra we will be presenting and sharing is the mudra it was I am a divine being, Ware soku kaminari, and now it's elevated to humanity is a divine being. So we're calling forth the divine essence and divinity of all of humanity in this mudra. So I invite all of you in this Zoom room, please put your video on, and Becky will find us, and let's put it on gallery view so we can see all of our friends performing the divine spark in mudra, calling for the conscious awakening of all humanity. Are you ready?
Yes.
Becky, can we have gallery view? Oh,
We
very
are in
good.
gallery
Okay.
view.
I
Everybody
wasn't on
can
gallery
change their
view.
own individual
Okay,
settings.
thank you. Okay.
And if we can ask you to turn your video on, please turn your video on.
Yes.
It'd be awesome. Love to see all
Beautiful.
of your faces.
Okay. 'Cause
Don't be shy.
a lot of our friends here who practice this beautiful mudra. So this is the divine spark in mudra. Shinsei Fukkatsu Daijoju. And then we'll say hi and begin. And please follow if you wish to join in this calling of the divine spark. Okay. Hi.
Right.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, Brother James.
Oh, thank you. We can feel that. Do you feel the difference? Peace is not a word. It's not a concept. Peace is an experience. When we sing together, when we perform mudras or chants, we can Feel the experience of peace radiating out to all beings. And today we choose in particular those who are concerned, worried, or suffering in Ukraine. But we know that this is for all beings everywhere. And if you look behind me, you can't read it, but right there you see a prayer that I, as a Franciscan, love, the prayer of St. Francis, which most of us know as
Buddhist.
beginning with the words, Lord, make me an instrument of peace. But today we're going to be closing our time here with that prayer, with that song, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to claim this. We're not asking to be instruments of peace. We're claiming that I am that. The most powerful words in the universe, I am that, the sacred name of God. In Hebrew, Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, I am that, I am. And so when we say, I am an instrument of peace, where there is hatred, I am love. I literally am love itself, emanating out, extending out to all beings everywhere, especially those in Ukraine. So at the end, I'm going to ask all of you to sing this chorus with me, just singing, I am an instrument of peace, but most of all, to feel the truth of this. If we want the impact of this meditation to be completely felt and experienced in Ukraine and all the world, we have to feel that this is true, that I am indeed an instrument of peace. Oh Lord, I am an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, I am your love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, your faith. Where there is despair, your hope. Where there is darkness, I am your light. And where there is sadness, your joy. Oh, divine Master, grant that we may not seek to be consoled as to console. To be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. We are now your instruments, beloved. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And in dying to ourselves, that we live. Everyone join me in that prayer. I am an instrument of peace. Here we go. Oh Lord, I am an instrument of your peace. Oh Lord, I am an instrument of your peace. Oh Lord, I am an instrument of your peace. I am your instrument, oh Lord. I am an instrument of your peace. In Ukraine, oh Lord, I am an instrument of your peace. All around the world, your peace. An instrument of your peace. So take a deep breath together. All of the thousands of people who are joined here in Unify and around the world, silently holding the vibration and the reality of peace for Ukraine and for the world. We say, it is so, and so it is. And thus begins this worldwide wave of peace that our dear brother Adil and everyone at unify.org is celebrating, where people in every time zone throughout this whole day will be feeling this, radiating this energy for Ukraine and for all beings everywhere. So Adil, I'm going to turn it back to you, brother. Thank you so much for hosting this worldwide prayer vigil for Ukraine. And thank you, every single one of you, for joining us. We love you. Namaste.
Thank you very much.
Adil, can you turn on your video?
Adil is lost in the moment, lost in the energy.
Oh, there he is.
There's
Hello,
our brother.
Adil.
Sorry, you guys. We're just, you know, what's happening right now is that millions and millions of people are actually gathering on Facebook and on watch.unify.org and unify.org. I just want to thank you so much. It's we've been kind of feeling the flood of interest coming, the flood of souls expressing their love, and I recommend you just take a look at some of the comments on facebook.com/unify and at watch.unify.org. There's a little chat room in there, and I just thank you guys so much to James, honestly, from my heart, thank you for your dharma. You know, for your, you know, it takes one person. It takes one person, and then to be courageous enough to walk down to the front lines of a war and say, I'm ready to risk my life for this. And and so many of us will follow, are with you, and you're an instrument of the divine. And I just thank you so much, and to everybody here, everybody from around the world, and for all the family from May Peace Prevail on Earth, the family at Mount Fuji, the family at all the peace poles that have held this prayer for peace, that are holding this unified field. And also to all the unseen worlds, that I so felt that, Dot, when you were playing the bowl. I could feel the angels praying with us. I could feel the ascended masters, the gods, the entire universe praying with us. And it was like, it's done. It is done. I couldn't hold back the tears of just like, how do we know? How do we know? We're just like, humans, little humans doing whatever we're guided to do. And I just want to, from my heart of hearts, to every person here on the call, on the Zoom, to just express my deepest gratitude to you for answering the call in your heart. And it's this little pebble that we're putting in this lake that's causing ripples and ripples and ripples. And these ripples are, it's not trivial, it's not trivial. I'm very moved, and I just thank you so much for all your service, your life service. Thank you for what you're teaching your children. Thank you for their pure hearts, and for anybody that's listening right now, that's receiving this transmission. Thank you from all of us. Thank you. What would this be without us actually doing it together? Oh.
Yeah, and I want to reflect that to you, Adil, and everyone there at unify.org, and of course to Fumi and everyone at May Peace Prevail on Earth International. Of course, to our dear sisters and brothers in the Ukraine, we love you. We are with you. Dot, thank you so much for that beautiful meditation. That was such an amazing way for us to enter into that silence. I want to thank all of my dear brothers and sisters at my community, Namaste Village in Mexico. I know you're all there. Bless you all. And for everyone around the world, this is the moment. Expect miracles now. Miracles are going to be flowing because of this joined intention. This is where miracles are born. And we accept that and receive that for Ukraine and for the whole world, this moment and this day and forever.
Марина, молодец, сидит еще пишет.
Thank you so much, Svetlana and Marina. And I know, Brother James, you promised our friends in the Ukraine that when the tension subsides and calm comes, you are traveling to the Ukraine for a peace concert.
Amen. I'll be there.
Hopefully many of us can come join you when that glorious time comes, and may it be soon.
Yes, and we are looking forward to meeting you at last. Certainly, we'll pray and pray and pray for peace, only to see everybody. Thank you.
I still have the ticket, so I can come anytime.
Yes, I know. I know you have the ticket.
And you guys, I wanted to let you know that just so you know, the wave that's riding, think of like a wave like that happens in a stadium. So it started yesterday at 2 p.m. at Aotearoa in New Zealand. I don't know what the right term is. The chiefs of New Zealand did a unified haka, and they started they actually start on February 14th and then it's yesterday, and then that wave came across the planet. In Japan and India, there's groups holding it, and all the wave came, and now on the West Coast, and here we are, and this wave continues. There's another meditation started 5 minutes ago from the Texas state capitol and all these political places around the planet. There's a meditation flash mobs happening, but the anchor one is happening in Texas state capitol. So these blessings are continuing, and it continues. There's an indigenous Chief Elaine has gathered 22 representatives and 22 women of the earth that will be in a confederacy praying together as well for this peace. Then there's the global meditation, global synchronized meditation, and you're all invited. You're all invited at 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific, and then it continues a series of other ones until Hawaii time as it goes around the planet, and it ends the closing ceremonies in Hawaii. There's a breathwork ceremony. We won't forget to breathe on that one. So God bless you guys for all of your sacred work that you've done for, maybe before many of us were even born. Like, thank you. 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, and behold, today's 2/22/2022. And at 2/22, in every time zone on the planet, there are sacred gatherings happening. You are unified with many, many, many other millions of souls that have incarnated for this time, that are carrying this Dharma in their bones. And the unified prayer of the planet is world peace. And behold, we are making that experience visible and felt and real. And thank you. I wish I had better words. Thank you.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
And thank you to the unified team, to everybody behind the scenes, Ian and Tammy and Rachel and Jennifer and Trinidad and Mark Sotka and Omid. And there's a team of about 50 people on our team that just are in pure, total devotion and service to this. And so thank you. What an honor on behalf of our entire team, an honor to serve all of you. And please reach out. Anything that you need, anything that you pray for, anything that, this is the time to feel this pregnant with our prayer. May peace prevail on earth. May all of our deepest prayers come to pass in this time, in Ukraine and in every conflict region on the planet. May we hold this field of world peace. This will become a reality in our lives. And join us 222, 322, 422, 522, 622, 722, 822, 922, 1022, 1122, 12, 21, and 22. And then New Year's, we're going to celebrate a global synchronized march and meditation in the streets, everybody in white, carrying white flags of surrender. We surrender to God. We surrender to the divine. You'll see it happen this year. We'll be part of making history together.
Amen.
It's already happening.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Many blessings. We love you.
May
Bye,
peace
Ukraine.
prevail on earth. Why don't we say it 3 times to close, Brother James Francis?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
May
Peace prevail on earth.
May
peace
peace
prevail on
earth.
earth. May peace prevail on earth. And so it
And
is.
may peace be in Ukraine.
Amen.
May
Peace be in
in
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Love to you, Svetlana.